Hi guys, you're welcome once again. It's always been Sonia's color, no other color. Yeah. So today we are here again to have another interesting discussion filled with lessons. To me, it's quite a sensitive topic that I want us to talk about, or that we'll be discussing about. But before I introduce today's topic for discussion, let me introduce my guest before I come back to introduce the topic. So on my right, I have Mr. Christian, and then on my left, I have Mr. Michael. Chris, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Mike, you're also welcome.
Thank you.
Alright, so that has been done with. And today we want to talk about, as I mentioned earlier, a sensitive topic. Quite sensitive to me. I don't know about you. We want to talk about kindness because our world today, I think, is losing that. Yes. So we want to talk about it and bring ourselves back to track. Okay, Chris, so what does kindness mean to you as an individual? Before maybe we come to the general meaning of kindness.
Well, thank you for having me on the show once again. To me, kindness means
Domenu,
Yeah.
please. My people don't understand that.
a lot of benevolence,
Okay.
generosity.
Okay, generosity. That's what kindness means to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, what about you?
Okay, thank you for having me today.
You're welcome.
So to me, kindness is an act
Okay.
of doing something good to
Okay.
someone
Act
without
something good.
yes, being compassionate, and then after doing it, you don't expect anything in return.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Chris says kindness is being generous. Mike says kindness is an act of doing something good to someone without expecting anything back. Please keep that in mind. I'll come back to that. Without expecting anything in return. Okay, so Chris, why would you choose to be kind as an individual? But before you answer that, let me ask this question. Is it even necessary as an individual to be kind in life?
Yeah, it is necessary
Okay.
to be kind in life. And irrespective of your orientation, be it religious, societal, you still need to be kind.
Why?
Personally, kindness helps oneself. The joy in you helping somebody is what makes me feel like being kind. Yeah.
So for you, the joy you get out of the act of kindness
Yeah.
is what motivates you to keep being kind to people. Mike, what about you?
Okay, so to me, kindness in general starts from you, the person, you, the individual. And if to be able to show kindness to people, you have to be able to be kind to yourself. And it's all starts from understanding the need to help people or to support people. Yes, so it's always nice to be kind.
Okay. So he said before you can be kind to someone, you need to be kind to yourself first. But Mike, let me come back to you again. Can you give us practical ways of being kind to oneself? How can you do that?
Well, taking care of yourself, it's the basic,
Self-care.
yeah, self-care. It's a basic example of showing kindness to yourself.
Okay.
Yes. And once you're able to take good care of yourself, taking care of other people, or in other words, showing kindness to other people
Easy.
will be very easy. It shouldn't be a problem.
Prince, he said self-care is kindness to oneself. What about you? How can you be kind to yourself?
Well, we used to have this saying that you need to like yourself.
Yeah.
So something you know is not good for you, but then you still go ahead and do that to show that you don't like yourself. It means you're not kind to yourself. So if you know that there's a food that's not good for you, to be kind to yourself, just avoid it. So personally, as an individual, to be kind to yourself is just trying to be nice to yourself.
I still want you to give me a practical example of how you can be nice to yourself. Maybe one or two.
Okay, so one, you can give yourself a good treat.
Treats, you mean maybe once a while you go out
Yeah, once a
to
week.
the restaurant,
Yeah.
sit there alone,
Exactly.
order food,
Yeah.
eat, and have some free drinks and
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you can
really?
do so.
Okay. Do you want to give us more?
Yeah, another time too, as I mentioned earlier, you could also avoid things that are detrimental to your health. Yeah, it means you're kind to yourself.
Okay, so some of the things that can be detrimental to your health are
Well, there are individual differences.
okay.
What may be detrimental to me may not be to someone else.
Mhm,
So, if I've been hurt on the football field
mhm.
and I still have that injury, why should I go and play?
Oh, probably there is a lot of passion in you for football. So as I
Yeah.
get healed, you want to go back.
So why don't I wait till I get healed completely?
Oh, okay.
And so once I'm off the injury period, then I can still go back to play. But while I still have that injury on, to be kind to myself, to be generous to myself, let me just stay off the pitch
Okay.
until I'm fully recovered.
That's fully recovered. Okay. Yeah, Mike, can you give us some other practical ways that one can be kind to oneself?
Okay, I'll basically touch on what Christian has said.
Okay.
So, one of the things that you mentioned was you avoid some of the things that are detrimental to your health.
Yeah.
So, me, I know that I know smoking
It's not good
can
for you.
affect my health.
Okay.
Yes, because my dad told me when he was young, he smoked once and he nearly went mad. So I knew that, oh, if I smoke, it will affect. Fine, it can be good to some people,
Hmm.
but me personally, I wouldn't try it. So I try to make sure I don't do that. And in doing that, I'm being kind to myself.
Okay.
Another point to touch on is giving a treat to yourself.
Hmm.
Sometimes I go to the beach alone and then just sit there alone, have some drinks, maybe with
Relax.
kebab,
Yes, sir.
watch the sea and the ship on the sea, and then
Okay.
I return back home. That one alone is kind of nice.
That's fine. So when you understand that, you'll be able to extend it to others.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Chris, let me come to you with my next question. Michael already mentioned that kindness starts from you as an individual. So I would want to ask you, what does it take to be kind? Like extending it to others. What does it take?
Okay. As he said, kindness begins with oneself. It is when you're able to be kind to yourself, then you see the need to extend that kindness to others. So it actually costs nothing to actually get kindness to others.
Really?
It's just about understanding yourself and then understand what it means to be kind. Then you can extend it to others.
My views about that.
100%.
Wow. Okay.
And but to add to it, to be kind to others, you have to be self-aware. You have to also have the intention of showing good to people without expecting anything back. Yeah, so once you have all this, extending kindness to people shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
So we can also say that you don't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you have that value, or yeah, let me say value of kindness, then you can extend it to others.
Okay, but someone might say, or yes, someone can define kindness as a sacrifice. Mike, what about that?
Okay, so kindness has a little element of sacrifice in it,
Okay.
but not all the time, because there are instances whereby you want to show kindness to someone by letting go of a particular thing.
Okay.
So let me cite an example.
Okay.
I have food, and then let's say I have food. It's not that much though, but I've eaten some.
Yeah.
But I see my colleague in the dormitory who is hungry. So I can extend kindness by giving some to my
Your
colleague,
colleague.
and then he will feel happy.
That way, you are sacrificing maybe your supper
That's
for
right.
your
That's right.
colleague.
That's right.
That's where it becomes a sacrifice sometimes, but not all the times.
Yes. But there are instances whereby you show kindness and it wouldn't involve any sacrifice. Just smiling at somebody alone. Person feels good.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like smiles. When
Okay.
you smile at me, feel good the whole day.
Really? Butterflies
Oh,
in
yes.
your tummy or what?
It doesn't necessarily have to spend anything tangible.
For you to be kind
Yeah,
to someone.
for me to see that oh, you've been kind to me.
Mm.
Smiling at me alone, we are good to go.
Okay. So, Mike mentioned that sometimes kindness requires sacrifice. So I want to ask you this question. In those instances, or a sacrifice, the bits of sacrifice we have in showing kindness, is it necessary? Do you have to go to that extent as an individual?
Yeah, it's very necessary. Where you have to go out of your way to make somebody feels good, then you sacrifice them. So, in the case of the smile, I see somebody who needs a smile, and then I find it difficult to offer it. Then I've not sacrificed.
Yeah.
Okay, but then to go out of my way, out of my busy schedule, there to offer somebody a smile is a sacrifice. So there is always sacrificing whatever
Okay.
you do, especially when it has to do with being kind to others.
So the sacrifice, the bits of sacrifice we have in the act of kindness is necessary.
Yeah, very necessary.
It's worth it
Yeah.
for you to feel. You mentioned earlier that it makes you feel good
Yeah,
when you show kindness to someone. It makes you feel good.
exactly.
So for you to feel good, you'll be willing to sacrifice something for someone to be okay, for you to feel fulfilled and good within yourself.
Exactly.
But before you
That's
continue,
nice. Okay.
when you take your time to go and show smile to someone, it's not the smile that it's the sacrifice.
Yes, it's
The
the
time
time.
that-
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
It's the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So, Mike, does kindness pay? Does it pay one to be kind? Because in your definition for kindness, you mentioned that it's an act of doing something good and not be expecting anything in return. But there are instances, or in our world today, we extend the act of kindness to someone you know can maybe pay you back. Must it be so?
Okay, so kindness pays, but not necessarily from the person you are extending the kindness to. I can be kind to Christians there, maybe show something, a form of kindness. And I might not get paid here right now,
Okay.
but I might go somewhere, maybe travel to Kumasi, and then whilst in Kumasi, something good might happen to me as a result of
What you did
what
to
I did
Chris some time ago.
doing some time ago. And most of the time, we don't even realize that it's the kindness that we show to
Yeah.
this person. That's why I got this that was paid.
Okay. So, if I understand you, kindness pays, but in different ways and means. And also not from the person you extended the act to, but it comes in different ways that you might not even know. Okay. Chris, what do you also have to say about that?
Yeah, ideally, or factually, kindness pay. But in our world today, behind every altruistic action, there is an egoistic intention. So,
Please, come down to our level. Come down to our level. You said behind every what altruistic action, there is what?
an egoistic intention.
Egoistic intention. Pressure. Please explain that.
So, somebody who is in a position to make somebody's life better,
Okay.
or by being kind to somebody, they do that with an intention which is beneficial to them.
Okay.
So, in that case, they kind of see kindness be rewarded, not paid.
Yeah.
Uh, so, for instance, you are going for a job recruitment. Usually, ladies fall victims, but then now to men are also falling victim of the same situation. So you go through the process and then you are the best, and then you say, okay, this is your appointment letter, and then to get this kindness, you must offer something in return, and that is very disturbing. So you see that the person is ready to be kind for the benefit of others, but then they have their own personal intentions
Behind
behind
that.
that. That is very bad. But then, that's what we find ourselves today.
But we don't have to take that.
Yeah, we don't actually have to.
Because you mentioned a very, should I say, important, you brought up a very important instance. It is something that is common now in our world or in our country. Let me not even go far. In our country today, as you mentioned, as a lady looking out for jobs, you go, you are qualified and everything for the job, but then the boss sees the fact that he is giving you a job that you are qualified for as an act of kindness. Therefore, you have to reward him in return, which shouldn't be so. Let's face the facts here. It shouldn't be so, but that is what is happening. And as you mentioned, it happens to the men out there too. We have bosses who are ladies, and also demand for sex from the guys that they feel they are showing kindness to. This topic is a whole topic on its own that we need to tackle. So we'll leave it here. But then, that shouldn't be the case. If I am qualified for something, unless we are using the instance of jobs here, you should give me the job without demanding anything in return from me. So that means kindness is not supposed to be rewarded when we talk of getting a reward directly from the person, because based on your definition, that's what we mean, right? Okay.
But one thing you should know is that kindness itself is self-rewarding.
Yeah.
I do good to somebody, the person feels okay, then I feel good
Within
within
yourself.
myself. That one alone is
It's
enough.
enough.
You don't have to expect any kind of thing in return.
So with this self-rewarding, it's help your well-being psychologically, mentally, and then affectionately. You see yourself getting better by day. Each time you offer an act of kindness to somebody. And then to that of the job issue too. And the end of the case, I have the skills I'm coming to offer.
Exactly.
to the growth of the company. But then somebody wants to take advantage first before I come and then offer my skills. And anytime I offer my skills and I see you, I kind of feel, I definitely feel down. Yeah, the company doesn't deserve my skills. At least I'll just work for the money, but not for the talent I have or the skills I have to offer.
So, in that way, the atmosphere is not even conducive for you to
At
work.
all.
Well, that is how far the act of kindness can lead. I mean, for some people, expecting something in reward, but then we are understanding it today that it's not supposed to be so. Be kind, extend the act of kindness to others, and you will be paid in different ways that you can't even imagine. Yeah. So let's continue. Mike, who deserves kindness?
That's a very good question. When it comes to kindness, me personally, I think everyone deserves kindness. Kids, adults, the younger ones, even animals, they also deserve kindness. The environment. Once you are kind, you will not do things to destroy the environment that you do. And so,
Everyone
everyone
deserves
deserves
kindness.
kindness. There are people who are going through a lot. They deserve kindness. Some too, they are not going through a lot. They are okay. But it's still nice to be kind to them.
Alright. Chris, who deserves kindness?
I think on this note, I have to differ with Mike a bit.
Okay.
In that there are people who actually need kindness.
Okay.
Yeah. But then to say that everybody deserves it is kind of promoting laziness in our society. Because some people who have the means to work and then to also better their lives, or they kind of look up to people for their benevolence.
Okay.
And that is also promoting laziness. So there are people who need it. I think those who need it should be offered that kindness. How come?
Well, those who need it should be offered the kindness. But then, how will you know? How will you know, Chris? I'm on you here.
Yeah.
How will you know that this person needs it and the other doesn't need it? Because sometimes the situation in which the person is might not be glaring for you to see.
It's a difficult thing to tell. But then, given your situation or your dispensation, wherever you stand, I think you can pinpoint a thing or two that could tell that this person needs my kindness.
So you have to be conscious of the person's
Yes.
situation. Yeah.
That's your point. Okay, so Christian,
Yeah.
you see, on your point, showing kindness doesn't necessarily means giving out material things to somebody or giving money to the person before you know that you've shown kindness to the person. Smiling at the person is an act of kindness. Helping the person, maybe the person is holding something that just needed a little help. Helping the person, it's a way of showing kindness to the person. So to me, everybody deserves kindness. And I could say there are people in their languages, in their big houses, they are not, they still need it. You see them in their cars, doesn't mean that
Everything is
everything is wrong with them.
Yeah, I like when you use the word need. Because that was actually the underlying word for my argument.
Okay.
So it is for those who need it.
Yeah, they also need it.
Yes.
You know what? When I'll still use the man in the language.
Yeah.
When you see the man sitting, gets out of his car, goes to sit somewhere, he's thinking aloud. There are a lot of things happening, going through the head.
Sure.
You're going to sit down, have a nice conversation with the man, alone takes out or takes away a lot of things that is going through. You see, he needs it. You just need somebody to talk to. Me personally, there are times that I go out of my house just go to talk with people. Not because they need it, I need it.
So that's why the egoistic
I know.
I need it for myself. So there are times that I see young students passing maybe on the phone. They just go, just start interacting with them. But sometimes I'll just tell you, ask you what class you are. Then you tell me you're in class 5. I'll tell you, hey, you do small boy in class 5.
Then the
That-
conversation starts.
Yeah, then it starts. I'll tell you that, oh, me I'm in class 3. And they'll be like, hey, you this old one. So you see, in doing that, whilst we are talking, I'm kind of releasing some of the things that are bothering me.
Okay.
So you say, I need it.
And you are helping them also to feel good.
Yes.
Yeah. And also release our stress from classroom.
kind of win-win approach.
Yeah, it's a win-win approach.
Yeah.
But the fact still remains that you don't have to be kind, expecting something in return. Especially the ones that we go out of our way to give something, not maybe the conversations or the smile or those minor ones, but the major ones. And I know you know the ones I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay, Chris. We don't have time on our side, so kindly give our viewers your final words about kindness.
Well, I have only one sentence with 3 phrases.
Hey, in the classroom.
Okay. So, life is good when you're happy. And life is better when others are happy. And life is best when others are happy because of you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice one. Okay, so he said what? Life is good when you're happy. Life is better when others are happy. But life is best when others are happy because of you. Okay, Mike, your final words.
Okay, so my last word is that in a world where you have to choose anything, I advise you to choose kindness because you never regret it.
In a world where you have to choose something or anything, choose kindness because you never regret choosing kindness later. Well, you all can bear with me that it's been a fruitful discussion, very interactive, entertaining and educative. That is what happens over here, always in Sonia's parlor. We will see you some other time. Gentlemen, thank you for
Lady.
coming. Thank you for coming. I'm much grateful.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you guys some other time. Bye.
See you.